Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for September the 16th through September the 22nd. And we have a very interesting celestial sky with 3 significant events, and I'll get into that later on the astrology section of your reading. Thank you guys. I had so many new subscribers last week. I'm so excited. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. If you're returning, thank you for your loyalty and your support. I really appreciate that. And if you're new, I hope you enjoy these readings and you'll come back. Now, these are general readings for the collective, guys. So, take what resonates and leave the rest. And don't forget, these are for your sun, moon, and rising. So check out the other videos because maybe your rising sign might make more sense to you. If you would like a more personal, tailored reading, click on this link or go to the Show More section below in the description box. If you're looking at this on a phone, it's a little arrow pointing downwards. If you press that, you can see all the information. All the links to the other videos will be below. The links to my Facebook group will be below. You should join that. Every 2 weeks I do a live feed in Facebook, and we look, it's fun, we look at how the it's either the new moon or the full moon is affecting you personally. Which area of your chart does it affect you? So join my Facebook group. The link is below. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And please don't forget to like, comment. I answer every comment. And subscribe if you haven't already. And share. My short-term goal is get to 10K subscribers. That would be amazing. So, I want to quickly say these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this part, the astrological report, which is next, and then the tarot report, the tarot reading, sorry. And there are skip times to each section so that you can, if you're checking out some moon rising, you can go straight to the video if you want, so you don't have to watch the astrological or the intro again. And another way, guys, to support this channel is through Patreon. I want to thank my patrons. Thank you so much. The link to that will be below. And without further ado, let's go to the astrology section, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading, and we have 3 significant events happening this week, and we have some minor events that I'm not going to go into, but the big news is that Saturn stations direct. It has been retrograde since April, so we are going to feel a shift forward. We're going to be able to see our path forward and a practical way of getting there. Now, Saturn is the Lord of time. He rules time. So we need to bring in patience because things that our goals take time. To get to where we want to go takes time and effort. So we need to allow that time and honor that time to get there. We have had time to prepare things in Virgo, and now it's time for us to propel forward. Now, Saturn is also the planet of lessons. So we need to remember, we need to look at what we've done in the past and learn from it, not repeat mistakes. We will, Saturn a lot of people freak out about Saturn and say, oh no, Saturn. But Saturn actually steers us in the right direction. So what we sometimes consider blocks and things that are stopping us from going forward, this is Saturn saying, no, don't go there. Turn around and go in this direction. It's going to serve you better. So it's about slowing down, right? But it's also about putting the effort and the work into it, because we can't get to where we're going without hard work. And Saturn is about, getting your elbow grease in there, rolling up your sleeves and doing the work to get to where you want to go. And it's in Capricorn, in its home sign of Capricorn. So this is the earth sign. It's manifesting, right? It's going to help us. It's going to put rules and structure in place so that we can get to our goals. This is about limiting, it's about economizing, if you will. So we really have to look and kind of trim the fat. What is not working for us? This, Saturn's about purging, getting rid of what's not working for us anymore, having the courage to let that go. When we let that go, we will go forward faster. Maybe not as fast as we want to. So we really do have to practice patience during this time and honor the sense of time. So this really is about putting effort into it. But this wonderful grounding energy and this direction of going forward is going to, and I also want to mention that Pluto, which has been traveling along with Saturn through the sign of Capricorn, is also slowing down and getting ready to go direct, which will happen at the end of the month or the beginning of next month. That's a whole other story, so I'll go into that later. But we're feeling the effects of that change, transformation, and Saturn is, organizing things for us to go forward and to reach our goals. And we'll be able to see where we're going. Finally, we can see ahead and in practical terms. But we have to put the work in, as I said before. Now, that happens on Wednesday the 18th. Excuse me. And on the, let me just look, on the 21st, we have Jupiter in a challenging aspect, what we call a square in astrology, to Neptune. Now, Jupiter is the planet of abundance, more, expansion, spirituality, adventure. And I'm just looking here at the chart. And Neptune is dreamy, it's visionary, it is spiritual, it is a connection with the ethereal realm and creative, right? So this contentious aspect between the two, between Jupiter and Neptune, well, on the negative side of each planet, right? Jupiter can be addiction. It can be bigger, better, more of something that doesn't work for us. It can be overindulgence, overdoing lots of things. And Neptune is the planet of illusion, right? And on the negative side, delusion, also addiction, and not seeing things in the light, overdoing something, being overly optimistic. Jupiter is optimism too. It's being very optimistic. So Neptune can accentuate that and not see things in realistic terms. Now, going back to Saturn, Saturn's very realistic, so it could help with balancing that out. But we really need to remember that in our psyche. We need to remember that we can go off on tangents. We can be distracted by Neptune. Neptune can be a distraction. I can sit here and I'm planning my day, and before I know it, it's 2 hours later and I haven't got up and done anything because I've been in my head, on this dream with Neptune. So sometimes when this happens, I put alarms on my phone. I have to do this, and I give myself a 2-hour notice of what I have to do. And then when the alarm goes off, I have to go, oh gosh, yeah, I've got to get up and do that. So sometimes we have to do that to bring us back in. But if we have that awareness in our psyche that we can be distracted and we can go off, and we have to kind of ask our question, ask a question of ourselves. Okay, is this realistic? Because we have unrealistic expectations sometimes with Neptune, and especially with Neptune and Jupiter in this contentious kind of relationship. So it's something to be aware of. But on the other hand, you can really tap into creativity. You can, if you're a writer, if you're in the visual arts, whatever it is, or just to be creative, it's amazing for, optimistic, visionary goals to make those, and to do, write a novel, something fantastical and mystical. So it's really brilliant to tap into that energy, that source of energy while this is happening. Now, the next thing that is happening is, really it's not this week because this reading goes to the 22nd, but I'd be remiss not to mention that on Monday, the 23rd, the sun moves into Libra. It is the autumn equinox. So this is a huge shift in energy, and the sun is joining Mercury and Venus in Libra. So I'll talk about that next week, but I wanted you to know that. So also, happy birthday, Libra. Happy birthday. So we will discuss and talk about what's going on with that next week, because there are some other things going on. So yes, I want to also mention, where is it? I want to also mention at the same time, which I didn't mention as we were talking about it, at the same time that Saturn moves direct, it is in this beautiful trine with the moon in Taurus. Now, the moon in Taurus is in exaltation. It's expressing itself how it needs to express itself. It is creating security and helping Saturn. Saturn will help you see your way forward for security. It is a beautiful alignment between the moon and Saturn, so you can actually plan out and see what you need and what you want. And what will make you feel secure. And it's also a very nurturing energy. So it's really interesting that we have, I also want to mention before we go any further, that the Jupiter squaring Neptune can also bring in some fear of the future. And it can be unrealistic. It feels very real. So you can feel some anxiety. It's really important to meditate during this time. And also, and to remember that things aren't necessarily realistic. So it is about taking care of responsibilities, because Saturn's going to make sure that you take care of your responsibilities. It's going to be in our faces. We will need to take care of things that we've perhaps been putting on the back burner. But also is things that we need to take care of. So Saturn is showing us the way forward. And sometimes, especially with the Neptune and Jupiter connection, we will feel a little fearful and perhaps apprehensive about those responsibilities. But if we just get down and just do a little bit at a time and just take care of them, things will come out of this on top. Having taken care of our responsibilities, having lived up to our responsibilities. And that's us showing up for our lives. Okay, everyone. I wish you a wonderful, abundant week. And without further ado, let's go to your tarot card reading, shall we? Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for September the 16th through September the 22nd. This is your tarot card section of your reading. Aquarius, Aquarius. I need to learn the rest of that song, right? No, but then I might not stop. I mean, I know roughly the song. I'd probably botch up a few of the words, so I figure, why not spoil a good thing? Aquarius. Oh, stop. Darling, I can't stop shuffling. Terrible. Okay, this is for wonderful Aquarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for this coming week? Okay, 3 cards for Aquarius, please. 3 cards. 1, 2 more cards for Aquarius, please. 2 more cards. Oh, there you go. 2 more. I love that. You have messages coming through for you, and they look pretty interesting to me. So now we have clarifying cards for you. So these are clarifying cards for Aquarius. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information do you have through these cards, these clarifying cards for Aquarius? Aquarius. Oh my God. Aquarius. Please clarify. Oh, there it is. Please clarify. There it is. Please clarify. Oh, there it is. Okay, wow. That was pretty intense. Listen, there's definitely crossover. One particular card has come up in nearly every reading. It's amazing. Okay, so take a look at your cards. You have the Hierophant. It is the Hierophant, yeah. The Hierophant. Double check, just in case. With the 7 of Cups. Clarifying. You have the 10 of Cups. And then you have the 8 of Swords, clarifying that. Then you have the 8 of Cups, clarifying that. You have the World. Times they are a-changing. A lot of change, darling. A lot of change. Now, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about trusting that everything is happening for a reason. It's faith. He's the Pope in some readings and the High Priest in others. So he is all about going back to your faith and trusting everything's happening for a reason. Don't be in fear. Or it's easy for me to say not to be in fear. We are going to have moments of fear because we have, that contentious relationship between Jupiter and Neptune, which can bring in, we go down the rabbit hole and we're thinking of the worst case scenario and we can fantasize about what negative things can happen. On the other hand, it can be very positive. But this is like, just go back to your faith. Really trust that you are not going to fall, and know that things are happening in a way that's going to enhance your life ultimately. Now, clarifying that is the 7 of Cups, and this is confusion, and this is Neptune. This is like not knowing which direction to go and what to choose, and being in fear of choosing the wrong thing. 7s are introspective, so it's about going inside. It's about meditating. It's about purging the mind. It's about not allowing the mind to control you. Don't make decisions out of fear. Very important not to make decisions because of fear or desperation. So make sure that you go in, you connect with source energy, that you connect with your faith. Quiet, go into an empty church, meditate in there if you can at lunchtime, perhaps if you're working and there's a church near you. So somewhere that you can get quiet and that you can contemplate, you can quiet. Meditation isn't about controlling your mind, it's just about not allowing your mind to control you. So you can make an informed decision with your heart and your mind connected. And the next card is the 10 of Cups. This is like all your dreams and wish, everything. This is happy. This is the happy card. This is the happy ending. This is this is like all your needs are being met. Emotionally, you're fulfilled. You are contented. You're happy family. It's wonderful, right? But what's interesting is you have the 8 of Swords, clarifying it. So there's something that you're feeling kind of trapped, and you're not looking at the situation. So you are in this, you have this happy family, but there's something that's not letting you see it, that's not letting you, you're feeling trapped somehow, and you're not really seeing your life for what it is. So there's some kind of discontent there. And you have the blindfold on and you think there's no way out. Imagine wanting to get out of a happy situation. Perhaps you are feeling oppressed in this happy family situation. So what appears to be happy from the outside can be an oppression to you. And you know what? It's so funny because this is so Aquarius, right? Aquarius are fine. They're great. They're really happy. But when you tie them down, then they're like, get me out of here. I'm trapped. Don't trap me. Don't trap me in happiness. I need to be free. This is very, it's like also not seeing a situation for the truth, Some of you could be thinking you're in a happy situation and it's really not, and you're rationalizing about being in it. Whatever the case is for you, it is time to release yourself. Release yourself from this mental prison. You are a prisoner of your own mind, Aquarius. You are in your head. You don't see ways out sometimes, and you're like, ugh. There's fear. Perhaps I'm getting the fear of losing this. I don't know. There's something, you are feeling trapped in some way, and you are trapped. You are a prisoner of your own mind. Take the blindfold off and see what's a reality right now. And look, you've got the Eight of Cups. You're ready to walk away from everything. It's like you want something new. You want something more meaningful in your life. You really are looking at things in a very different way right now, Aquarius, and you want something, you want a connection. I feel that you're not feeling this connection. Whatever's going on at home, you're not feeling that connection there. There's no emotional connection for some reason, and you want more. You're walking away. You're ready to just walk away, and you're walking away of your own volition. This is not like having to walk away. This is like, you know what? Right now, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of this situation for my own happiness. Now, clarifying the Eight of Cups is the world. And the world is like, darling, you can take a totally different direction in your life, and you will be supported by the universe, by God, by your, however you articulate your belief system, your deity. This is your chance to make this. It's really kind of an opportunity, if you will. You can do the same old things and get the same old results, Aquarius. But if you really want change, if you want meaning in your life, if you want to feel connected, if you want to feel fulfilled, then it's time for you to make that change, and in a big way. Break free of your own of yourself, because you are the jailer. You've got the key. You just don't understand or know that you have the key to get out. You are the key to this. You are the solution to this problem. You have the key. You have everything that you need to get out and to do what you want to do. And you have the backing of the universe, darling. Make that change. You know what it is. All the Aquarians in my life, I'm like, do it. Go. Make that change. And they're like, yeah. And then, 3 weeks later, I see it. I'm going to make it 3 years later. I'm going to make that change. Do it, Aquarius. Anyway, darling, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, the golden age of Aquarius. Things are going to get great, but they're going to get worse before they get better, FYI. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius. Please don't forget to like this video and share it on social media, friends, family, co-workers, neighbors. Help me grow this channel to 10K. That's my next goal. And comment. I answer every comment and I welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.